to another episode of the WWE 2K25 Showcase, or what I've slowly but surely started dubbing the Monday Showcase. Um, Today we got the Usos versus the New Day, another tag team matchup in this bloodline storyline, bloodline showcase, whatever you want to call it. Um, exciting match today. I'm excited just because I think I've reiterated this multiple times throughout the series, but we'll do so again in saying that I don't play or I haven't played anything else other than Showcase. So whenever you see one of these videos, this is the only other thing I have done on WWE 2K25 for the time being. I'm a huge Universe Mode fan. I may even do my rise this year, just to get more of the unlockables out the way, or get more content for the game. Because again, I'm a huge Universe Mode fan. But regardless of that, this is the only mode I've been playing so far is Showcase mode. Um, and it's been really good. Honestly, I've enjoyed it. I haven't really played a lot of showcases in the recent 2Ks that have come out. Like I didn't play last year's, and I know it was like the 40th anniversary of WrestleMania, but I didn't play it. But I guess being so enthralled and enticed by the Bloodline saga that has been going on in WWE for the last, what, 4 or 5 years, really made me want to play this year's showcase. So it's been real fun. I've enjoyed it for the most part. There's only two matches throughout this entire series that I haven't liked. And I'm pretty sure you guys maybe get tired of me saying it, but I just want to make sure it is known. Um, the first one being the Rocky Maivia fight, absolutely horrible, and the Nia Jax one, again, did not like whatsoever. But all the other ones have been great. Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan, the Head Shrinkers, all the other ones, absolutely phenomenal. I've enjoyed them, and enjoyed knowing or getting to know the bloodline. For instance, I didn't know that Batu, who's the gentleman on the right in this photo, is Rikishi. Like Rikishi was Fatu. Fatu is Rikishi. I did not know that. Same with Umaga. I didn't know before he was Umaga. He was part of 3 minute warning, and he was Jamal, the man on the right. And I also didn't know the man on the left here is the older brother of Roman Reigns. Did not know that. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. Last week was the Tamina Money in the Bank match. Um, very difficult, I will say. Uh, kind of dicey, and I'm very proud of myself that I didn't have to restart. Um, I thought I was going to. I've been hearing a lot about that particular match and how I may have to restart it just because I may not get the objectives, or I may even lose. Um, but I was glad I was able to get it done in one round or one run, excuse me. But my lord, was it difficult. Um, but this week it is the Usos versus the New Day, Hell in a Cell, October 8th, 2017. Two of the world's greatest teams are locked inside Hell in a Cell. Do you have what it takes to overcome the New Day and prove that Jimmy and Jay have been the best since day one? I don't recall seeing this match. This may have been in the moment or during the time where I really wasn't fully keeping up with WWE stuff. Um, was maybe on and off. I knew who the Usos were. I knew who the New Day were. But I don't believe I watched this match. I mean, they've had countless, countless matches between one another. So I'm not surprised that it culminated into a Hell in a Cell match. Um, but I'm excited. I'm excited to finally play as them in WWE 2K25. I know it's a throwback version of them, but still, it's gonna be fun. Um, this is what, the 10th match? 1, 2, 9, 10. Yep, 10th match in the showcase. So Um, so, like I said, it's been fun other than those two matches, and this is going to be the one. Uh, Me, there's only been three tag team matches. Wow, thought there was more for some reason. I really did. But either way, I've enjoyed each team so far that I've played as, especially because I didn't know about them. Like I didn't know about 3 minute warning. I didn't know about the head shrinkers. But finally, to play as a tag team that I'm familiar with is still going to be fun. But I know coming up next with the introduction from the legendary Paul Heyman that there's going to be some more stuff to learn about the Usos. So let's just jump right into it.
Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jey are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jey his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jey ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the bloodline. When Jimmy and Jey are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jey could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day one. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place. And there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
The one thing I will miss after the showcase is done is Paul Heyman.
Don't you dare be sour!
I absolutely love Paul Heyman.
For your world famous
He has everything that's the best way possible.
the power!
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the 4-time tag team champions?
See, it's funny because I like how it's still got that voice for the New Day.
Hell in a Cell!
Now with the music, it's kind of crazy.
And is for
Again, no music,
the
but it's kind of
SmackDown Tag Team
that was the
Championship! And accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day!
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell in a Cell?
The New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over.
I never liked the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. I ain't gonna lie. It was horrible.
This is the first time that
I
tag
kind of
titles
agree with
will ever be
Triple H.
defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jimmy, the Usos!
Pay-per-view. Like, Hell in a Cell should not have its own
Tonight in
pay-per-view. It
Detroit,
should be
the Usos
end
welcoming
on
New
their
Day
own.
into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
There shouldn't be a pay-per-view.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing 2 super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
It's like, hey, I'm going to challenge you to a elimination chamber. You can't do that. You can't.
Tornado
say
tag
that. The
rules here,
elimination
gentlemen.
chamber
2-on-2
has
as Kofi is going to be locked
So,
outside the structure. Pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens.
Elimination chamber. The one I think they should change is Survivor Series. I do think they should go back to some sort of like brand versus Survivor Series and just have its own pay-per-view for War Games. I think that would be fun. Instead of all being in the same
Tag team championships on the line. May the best team win.
I do like the new change of Survivor Series by introducing War Games, but it's just going to be every year. I think you just have its own pay-per-view. Just like Elimination Chamber. I think it started with New Year's Revolution or whatever, and same thing with Money in the Bank.
The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
2 of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New
Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Usos penitentiary. Boom, right in the button.
Oh, he's still out there. Oh, I did not know. See, here's the tutorial. Just to show. Yep.
And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell.
Driven down with a sidewalk slam.
And the Usos' confidence got a bit shaken there.
As Big E was reminding him just, for the title. The champion doing everything to retain here.
Emphatic kick out for the challenger.
He clearly has no intention of staying down.
Cuts off their offense with a swift elbow to the gut.
The Usos and the New Day had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
And the damage is just going to keep on coming if you can't find the defense for this.
Shot right to the dome.
Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Super kick!
Bang! He finds a counter. So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are.
Can you? Can you switch? Oh, you can switch
We put on a show.
wrestlers.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother
Maybe you
level.
could have done it.
You know, in basketball, they talk about super teams. Well, these two teams are the proverbial super teams in WWE.
Xavier Woods falling victim to an onrush now.
Getting a taste of just how bad it can truly get inside the Uso penitentiary.
The New Day asked for this, demanded to defend their title in this unforgiving structure.
Elbow drop. He goes back into the ring here. Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell, and Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight.
Has this feature, but this is the first time I knew about this feature.
And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric.
See, if this actually happened, which I'm gonna assume it did just because of the audio, I need to rewatch this because this looks insane.
I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day. It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want. Punish however you want.
This is where I'm
Right now, that
wait,
seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
The ref should not be.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best. In one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
Oh, boy, come on, not the chair.
The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the titles as long as the New Day are champs.
And just being around the Usos, it's not only about winning the tag team titles, it's about stripping the New Day of everything that made them popular with the WWE Universe. It's about making sure the New Day never competes again.
It's never been just about the title, Saxton. It's about these two teams wanting to claim supremacy for themselves.
A quick reversal by Jay, and slides back into the ring. Rocket kick! Up the rope he goes.
We're both going to do it up the same time? Oh, this is Jay.
Uso splash. Will that be enough to win the titles? Innovative offense from the Usos.
He just might regret this decision.
Quickly heading back up top.
And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash. The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
Handcuffs and all. Oh,
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That Hart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jay back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
I know I complained the last two times the other two games I didn't like it. Maybe it's because I got more action in this one. Or, I don't know. Either way. It was a good match. I liked it. This camera is horrible. Crazy remote. Holy crap. A lot of them. Nine unlock rules. That's nice. Wasn't a bad match. I liked it. I definitely want to go rewatch it now. Who is that? Oh, the hair is all over the place. I was confused. What was going on? Oh, okay. We get to play as Naomi. I forget she's married to one of the Usos. I think Jimmy. So technically she is family too. Holy crap. The more you know. The more you know. Well, that'll be fun. That'll be a fun one to do. But yeah, this is a fun match. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the Usos versus the New Day in this episode of the WWE 2K25 showcase. If you liked it, make sure to drop a like, put a comment down below, and then also subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell for all the times there's a video that gets uploaded. You'll get notified and you won't miss a single thing. We're just picking up steam on this channel, so just go ahead and do that. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day or night, or depending on what time you're watching it. But yeah, until next time, you guys, enjoy.